Hello, everybody. Welcome to class today. This is a Get Strong class that we're going to be doing warm-up, some stretching, some strength training. We'll do some core work, upper body, lower body, and we'll even do a little bit of balancing. So today you're going to need a cone. If you don't have a cone, you can use a block, or if you're at home doing this video, you can even use a box, okay? And then we're going to be using 2 sliders. You could use a couple of paper plates if you want. Some light weights and an exercise band, okay? Any resistance is fine, okay? So we're gonna start with a seated warm-up, all right? So sitting in your chair, we're going to be doing just some walking in place and pumping your arms. And in this first song that we're going to be doing, there's a box step, and I'll show you what that looks like. You could even use the square on the floor here in this room if you need some points for where you're going to place your feet. So the box step looks like this. Up, up, back, back, up, up, back, back. It's like stepping on the 4 corners of the box, okay? And then we're going to add arms. And I'll let you know, that's going to happen 3 times in the song. So let's get started walking in place, okay? Let's go. Walking in place, pumping the arms. Warming up the body, warming up the legs. Reach up. Your box step is coming up, so listen up here, right here. Up, up, back, back, up, back, back, up, back, back. Last time, and back to walking. Good job. Keep moving. And reach up. We're going to do the box step a couple more times, and I'll let you know when it comes up. Keep moving and down. Reach up. And down. Let's do the box step here. Up, back, back, back. Back, back. Back to march. Last time for the box step. Up, up, back, back. Up, back, back. Good job, and walk. Your heart rate should be up a little bit. Good job, everybody. Take a little break, get a drink if you need it. And we're going to come to the front of the chair and stretch our hamstring. So, right leg is extended, your toes to the ceiling, sit up tall to begin, and we're going to hinge forward until you feel a stretch in the back of that right leg. Just lower your chin down so your gaze is down at the floor. Inhale, exhale. And now come back up to sitting and switch sides. Left leg forward. Inhale, exhale. And come back up. Let's do a stretch now, seated for the front of our legs. This is a seated lunge pose that you may be familiar with from chair yoga. So we're going to turn all the way to the right side of the chair. So both of your feet are on the right side of the chair. Your right hand is on the back of the chair, and then I want you to scooch to the front of the chair so your buttocks is hanging off the the chair, and then you're gonna slide those toes back. Heel lifted off the floor. You should be feeling a stretch in the front of your left leg and in your hip flexor. Sit up nice and tall, holding on to the back of the chair for balance and stability. Take a breath here. And now walk those left toes to meet the right, and we're gonna switch sides. Same thing, sit up tall, holding on to the back of the chair for stability, and walk those toes back behind you. Feel that nice stretch on the front of your leg. Good. If you don't feel the stretch, you may have to extend your legs straight. And then come back to center. We're going to go ahead and stand, and we'll do some standing knee lifts with a 50-second interval. All right, so you can hold the chair the whole time if you need to, or hands to hips, or you can add some arm movement to challenge your balance, okay? Here's your timer, right and left. It's just like marching in place. Stand up nice and tall, pull your belly in. You can have hands to hips. If you want to reach up, you can, or if you want to pump your arms, whatever that looks like for you today. Warming up those quadriceps. Inhale, exhale. Good work, everybody. Ten more seconds. Looking good, everybody. Okay, 2, 1, and done. So now we're going to face the back of the chair. We're going to do some side leg lifts. This is an abductor leg lift. Shift your weight to your right foot, hold onto the chair. And then you're going to lift that left leg out to the side. Your option is to tap. Tap here. You can have hands on the chair, hands to hips, or you can add an opposite arm here to challenge your balance. Okay? Here's your timer. Stand up nice and tall, pull the belly in. Now your standing leg is going to be working too. You're going to feel this in your hips and your thighs. Keep going. Inhaling and exhaling. You're about halfway there. Fifteen seconds. Getting strong today in those legs. Working on the balance as well. Or not. Maybe you've got your hands to your hips and you're just tapping. Here's your timer. Let's switch sides. Shift your weight to the left foot and right leg out to the side. So remember, you can tap. You can hold the chair the whole time if you need to. Hands to hips, which is a challenge. And even more of a challenge is to add the opposite arm. Opposite arm, right leg out, left arm. Out and in. Don't forget your breath. Don't hold your breath. Inhale, exhale. You've got about 10 more seconds. And there's the timer. So let's work on our squats. Facing the chair, feet are hip width distance. Now remember, we're not coming straight down in a squat. Imagine that you're going to sit in a chair behind you. So your hips go back, your knees are over your shoes, and then you stand. Sitting back in your squat, tuck your chin. You can hold on to the chair the whole time, or maybe hands to hips. Another option here is if you want to challenge your balance, you feel like the balance is good today, you can reach forward. But you don't have to. You're halfway there. You can have fingertips on the chair the whole time if you need to. So we're working those leg muscles and your glutes, your seat. Inhaling, exhaling. Okay, we're done with our squats. Let's do our heel and toe raises. If you just want to do heel raises for your calves, you can. So come up high on the tiptoes and lower. This is your basic heel raise. If you want to add toes up and heels up, you can. If you want to bring your hands to your hips, maybe just doing calves, you can. Or you can challenge the balance, forward, backward, shifting your weight a little bit forward and backward challenges the balance. We're also working on ankle strength and mobility with this exercise. All good for walking, hiking, fall prevention, your balance. One of the main reasons why people fall is muscle weakness. So that's why we're here today, getting strong in our muscles. 10 more seconds. Okay, let's stretch the calves now. Step your right foot behind you. Press your right heel into the floor. You should feel this in your lower leg muscle, in your calves. If you don't, you may need to move your foot back a little bit further. Hold it here, breathe into it. You might even feel a stretch on the front in your hip flexors as well. Step forward with the right and step back with the left. Press the heel in. And come back to center. Let's do a step back lunge today. This is going to be alternating legs. We're going to step back with the right. As you can see, both knees are bent, and I'm just pressing my toes in, and then I'm going to step forward. Hold the chair, step back left. My whole torso comes back. Step back right. Be mindful of your knees, that your knees are not going over your toes here, okay? Let's give it a try. Right and left. It's more important to do this slowly and with control so you have good form rather than trying to rush through it. Time under tension on those muscles. We're working the leg muscles, quadriceps, hamstrings, your gluteals. Pull your belly in. Try to keep your abdominals engaged throughout the whole class. Pull it in. 10 more seconds. Inhaling and exhaling. 2, 1, and done. Good job. So let's do a balancing exercise. Everybody grab one of your cones or a block. We're going to put it right behind the chair. And we're going to do a block tap here. So we're going to do just the right leg first, then we'll do the left leg, and then we'll alternate. So this is a balancing exercise. You can pull the chair if you need to, or hands to hips. So we're going to tap right and tap right. 4 times. Tap right. 1 more time tapping. And then take a little breather. Same thing want to challenge the balance. We don't want this to be easy. Let's do the left side. Tapping. Feel those leg muscles in your standing leg engaging. 2 more times. Last one. Then take a break. Now we're going to do opposites, alternating. We'll do 8 total, so 4 on each side. Always hold the chair if you need to. Right and left. Tapping, it's okay if you kick the cone over. This is all part of the practice. You want to practice, maybe do this at home more often. And that was 4. Okay, we'll add a 1 for good measure. Okay? All right, everybody have a seat now. I'm going to put a timer on. We're going to do some sitting to standing. We're going to practice getting up and down from your chair, which is a functional exercise for getting up and down from the toilet, from a chair at home, from your couch. Maybe you go to a new restaurant or someone's home you've never been to, and they've got a chair that's lower, and you look at it and say, how am I going to get up from that? And you say, I do Get Strong. I'm going to be able to get up from this chair using my muscles and the strength of my legs and my core, right? All right, let's start on the edge of the chair. 50-second timer. If you want to hinge forward and lean forward to help with momentum to stand up, you can. We're going to press into those feet. You can add a reach up if you want, and then slowly lower. Timer is set. Pull the belly in and stand, and then release. Sit down nice and slow. Use those legs. Inhaling, exhaling. Good job. Practice this one at home. Obviously, getting up and down from the chairs all the time at home, but maybe you know, 10 of these. You do it every day. Keep practicing. Maybe every other day you put a timer. There's no rule to it. Almost there. Good job. Keep going. Inhale, exhale, and take a break. Good. Get a drink of water if you need it. Well done. All right, let's warm up our arms, and then we'll add some weights, okay? So we're going to start swinging arms up and back, right and left. Good. Lower both arms. Roll the shoulders right and left. Lift up and back, up and back. And now forward. Good job. Reach up and grab opposite elbows and stretch for the upper arms and lower. We're going to start with our arms down in an inverted V and then reach up and cross and down. Up and down. Reach across. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, hold it up, out to a V, same thing, down at your knees and cross, up and cross. Good work, everybody. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, shake it out. Arms to a T, we're going to touch the shoulders. Careful not to hit your neighbor. Warming up the shoulders. Good, and now to the front and touch. Two, 1, and done. And now we're going to reach Last one. Good. Okay, let's put this one weight down for now. And we're gonna grab our TheraBand. This is another shoulder exercise, front and the back of your shoulders, a little bit of the upper back. I'm gonna show you what this looks like without the TheraBand, because you can do this without. I'm gonna start with my left hand on my left knee, right hand on top, and then I'm going to reach to the ceiling at a diagonal. I call this the upward salute. It's kind of like a salute. If you want to add the TheraBand, you're going to hold on to the band a little bit wide. So you're going to have just some resistance, not 100% resistance the whole time. Right hand meets the left, and then here's my resistance, maybe about half of the time. See resistance here, and then release. Here's your timer. Sit up nice and tall. Your eyes can follow your hand if you want. That makes you dizzy. You can look straight ahead or look at your hand. Whatever works for you today. You should feel this in your shoulders. You might even feel it here in your trapezius, in the back of your shoulders and the upper back. 15 seconds. Three, two, one, and down. Let's switch sides. So you should be doing this with a TheraBand or no TheraBand. You can do it without the TheraBand. Here's your timer. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Halfway there. Two, one, and done. Good job. Let's roll the shoulders. We'll come back to it. We're going to do some seated lower body work. You can put your weights on top of your thighs for this one if you want to. or not. You can do it without weights. This is a seated knee lift, just like this. It's just like marching in place. Sit up tall, pull your belly in. And again, you don't have to have the weights on top of your thighs if you don't want to. You can even add some arms here if you want. So you've got some options. I always offer you options in class. Lift that knee as high as you can today. If it's just like this, that's okay. Pull the belly in, do what you can. If you get tired, you can stop at any time. Don't forget to breathe. Inhaling, exhaling. You're almost there. And here's your timer. Keep moving. We're going to dig the heels in and scoop the arms. With or without weights. Good. Halfway there. Okay, there's your timer. We're going to keep going with another leg exercise. Extend that foot out. Knee extension or leg extension. Keep the weights here. Or you could even add some arms here, both arms, or maybe opposite, alternating. There's no right or wrong here, just a series of possibilities. I offer you a bunch of different options during class. And try to make it all levels. You don't have to use the weights if you don't want to. Keep going a little bit longer. And take a break. Let's grab our TheraBand again. And we're going to put the TheraBand around your thighs. This is a clamshell exercise. So we're going to tie it right around, excuse me, sorry, I'm back. Okay, so we're going to tie this around right near your knees. Knees separated, feet are together. This is a clamshell exercise, and we're going to push out with the knees and in. Here's your timer. This is working the outer thighs and the middle of your glutes. We'll be doing stretch for this shortly after we do this exercise. In and out. This is good for the hips. Pull the belly in, sit up nice and tall, halfway there. Singing and dancing is always optional in my class. There's your timer. Keep your TheraBand. We're going to do our back exercise, a back row. So put the TheraBand underneath your right foot to start. The right leg is going to be extended straight out. So if you need to the front of your chair, you can. Sit up nice and tall, grab onto either end of your TheraBand, and pull straight back. So my elbows are grazing my side. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades on the way back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Another option here is to just do one hand. Okay, so here's your timer. Inhale, exhale. We're working the middle of the back here, your lats, your rhomboids, but also your shoulders and your upper arms. Halfway there, and then we'll do a set on the other foot. 2 sets for this exercise. Remember, you could just do one hand. Three, two, one, and done. Let's switch sides. Get a drink if you need it. Left leg straight out. Here's your timer and pull it in. Both ends, or you can just do one side. You can rest your right hand on your right leg and just pull back with the left, or both. Sitting up nice and tall, the abs are pulled in, your chin is slightly tucked so you're not looking up. Your chin is not to your chest, and squeeze the shoulder blades on the way back. 10 more seconds. Three, two, one, and done. Let's do a set of plates and weights. So we're going to put the plates or your discs on the floor, grab your weights. We're going to put our feet on top of the sliders. If you don't have these or you don't want to do this, you can march in place instead, okay? So we're going to start with the feet, back and forth with the feet. So we're doing a cross-country ski movement here. Sit up tall, and then add the arms. Like these are your ski poles. Inhaling and exhaling. A little exercise for your heart muscle here. And your arms, your legs, your core. Inhale, exhale. If you don't want to use the weights, you don't have to. If you don't want to use your arms, you don't have to. You've got options. Sitting up nice and tall, pull that belly in. Elbows pull back. Three, two, one, and done. Catch your breath. Woo. We're going to do a second set that's a little bit different. It's called swimming froggies, or it could be a sea turtle. We're going to start by making circles with our feet. So getting into that hip joint, the inner and outer thighs, and then we're going to add the arm, palms facing down, making circles like swimming arms. Again, here you don't have to use weights if you don't want to. Good work, everybody. Good work, everybody. Let's put the discs aside. We're going to keep the weights. We're going to do a bicep curl. This is a hammer curl. So our palms are going to be facing in. They call it a hammer curl because it's like hammering a nail like this, right? So we're going to start with our arms hanging by our sides. Sit up nice and tall. Toes in front of your knees. And then we're just bending from the elbow, right and left, alternating. Squeeze that bicep. Contract, release. Contract, release. Keep your upper arm pressed against the side of your body. Up and lower. Good. Sit up nice and tall. Are you breathing? Don't hold your breath. Inhale, exhale. Fifteen more seconds. Three, two, one, and done. We're going to go right into a tricep extension. So I'm going to show you what this looks like standing. Even if you're standing or sitting, we're going to hinge from the hips. I'm going to bend my knees and bring my elbows up high. Now I'm going to tuck my chin, and then I'm going to extend back and release just to about my hips. Press, release, press, release. You can certainly do this seated. You can also do one arm and the other you can alternate. Here's your timer. You can also stagger your feet. You don't have to stand for this one if you don't want to. Press, release. Squeeze the back of the arm. So we did a bicep curl where we were targeting and isolating the front of the arm, and now we're isolating the back of the arm. Press, squeeze, release. You can stagger the feet, or feet can be parallel, or you can sit down for this one. Press, release. Tuck the chin in. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. Good. Have a seat, and we'll do our shoulder press. Bending at the elbows, reaching to the ceiling right and left, alternating. Here we go. Sit up nice and tall here, reach to the ceiling. Halfway there. Three, two, one, and done. Let's roll those shoulders. Arms to a T, stretch, open up the chest, the front of the neck, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, exhale. And let's do one more exercise for our chest and our shoulders. We're gonna open the arms out to goalpost arms, or like a cactus. Elbow in line with your shoulder, with or without weights. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Pull it in, squeeze the chest. So we're working chest, shoulders, and the upper back here. Inhale, exhale. learned by now, you can definitely drop the weights and do this one without the weights. Good. Keep going. You're more than halfway there. 15 seconds. And done. Good. Get a drink. Okay. So we're going to move on to some core work, and then we'll cool down and stretch. So I'm going to give you 3 options for your seated crunches today. I like to hold on to the chair for this one if I'm just doing knees. I'm engaging my core the whole time, just the knees. Okay? That's option 1. Option 2 is to add a crunch. Hands behind the head, elbows are wide, and you're pulling the belly in. Option 3 would be adding a twist, opposite elbow to knee, and we're engaging the obliques here. So it's up to you. There's no right or wrong. You do your seated crunch however you want today. You could start with just the legs, and then maybe halfway through, you add a twist. It's up to you. Inhale and exhale. Don't forget to breathe. Remember, you have options. Three, two, one, and take a break. Catch your breath. Everybody reach to the ceiling. Stretch, stretch that. And release it. We're going to come to the front of the chair here for a torso extension. Belly will be engaged the entire time. We're going to cross the arms, relax your elbows, sit up tall, and basically we're hinging forward and backward. This is like a sit-up, a seated sit-up. Inhale, exhale, hinging forward, hinging backward. Abs are engaged the entire time. 50-second interval. Inhaling and exhaling. Almost done. 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're done. Extended bird dog. We're going to sit back in the chair. Feel your sitting bones resting on your chair. Opposite arm and leg reach. Right arm, left leg. Pause, engage the abs, and then we switch back and forth. Keep moving, stretching, strengthening the legs and the arms. And working towards cooling down, slowing down the heart rate. cool it down. Here we go. Okay, sit back comfortable in your chair. Inhale, exhale. Take another deep breath in. And release it. Bring your arms out to a T, chin to the ceiling, stretch. And now lower your chin to your chest as you give yourself a hug. Fingertips to the back. Now remember which arm is on top here. We're going to switch positioning of the arms. Open and then switch. Other arm on top. Chin to the chest. Inhaling, exhaling, just relax. Release the arms. Right arm, shoulder circles, and left, right and left. And now forward. Lower your hands to your lap. Lower your chin to your chest. Relax your neck and your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. And on your next inhale, chin to the ceiling. Inhale up. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2 more times. Up. And lower. Let's do 1 more. And now come back to center. Bring your hands to the tops of your knees. We'll do a seated cat-cow. This is a spinal flexion and extension. Stretching front of the body and the back of the body. Inhale, chest forward, chin to the ceiling. A little bit of an arch in the upper back. Exhale, chin to the chest, rounding into the back like the cat. Inhaling up. We're going to time this and we're going to do this 30 seconds. Inhale up, exhale down. Spinal flexion and extension, keeping that spine nice and flexible as we age, nice and lubricated. Stretching front and back of the neck and all the way down your abdominal muscles as well. Inhale, exhale. And take a break. Come to the front of your chair. We're going to do a torso circle. Toes in front of your knees. Sit up nice and tall. Begin. Hinge forward. And start shifting your weight. Right sit bone behind left sit bone. Making a big circle. Releasing the hips and the low back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Add the arms here. Reach forward and pull it back. Reach. And now come back to center, pause, and go the other direction. Reaching forward. Now lower your hands to your lap and keep circling a couple more times. Inhaling deeply. Good. Come back to center. Bring your elbows to rest on top of your thighs. You can separate your feet a little bit. Relax your head and your neck. Look straight down to the floor. Stretching the back, allow those muscles to relax and release in your back and in your hips. Inhale, exhale. Another deep breath in and release If you want to go further, you could grab your ankles or your shoes or fingertips to the floor. Or you can stay right here with your elbows on top of your thighs. Now to come up, place your right hand on your right thigh, your left hand on your left thigh, and slowly push yourself up to seated. Roll your shoulders. Move your feet back into hip-width distance. We're going to look over the right shoulder. Relax shoulders, let them drop away from your ears. And then look over your left shoulder. 2 more times. Right and left. Right and left. And back to center. Reaching up, make a big circle with your arms, palms touch. Separate your hands and make a circle. 2 more times, reach up. Exhale. 1 more time, reach up. Exhale. Now let's bring the right ankle to the left thigh, figure 4 stretch. If this is not available to you, if you've got achy knees or hips, you can cross at the ankles and fold forward. If you want a little bit more from here, you can also fold forward. Hinge from the hips, tuck your chin. You should be feeling this right in the middle of your gluteals and the outside of your thighs, your hips. Inhale to come back up to seated, and we'll switch sides. You may be more flexible on one side than the other. That's common. Maybe on this side, you need to cross at the ankles. Inhale, exhale. And release that foot. We're going to come to the front of the chair. Reach back behind you. Clasp your fingers together if you can. And just let your hands either rest on your back or on the chair, and then look up to the ceiling. 1 more breath in and exhale. 3 more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, reach up, exhale. Last time, and we are done for the day. Thank